Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about my specific wish list for things I want in the next update when the hero comes out this summer. And I'm not just going to be talking about like the character, the hero, but as well as other changes I feel like that needs to happen to the game during this update. Because man, I love Smash Ultimate. So far, the Switch says I've clocked in 700 hours in the game, probably only about 300 hours of actual playtime. I put a lot of time into this game, and there are some changes I would like to see. I've played enough of this game to where I feel like some things should be a little bit different and better. So let's get into it right now. So the first thing I want to talk about is the lag buffer in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So if you don't know what that means, the lag buffer or the buffer is how long it takes for the move to actually register from when you're pressing the controller to the game. So if I hit the attack button, like if I hit the C stick, it will take approximately 7 to 8 frames depending what controller you're using, and that's quite a long time. There shouldn't be an 8-frame delay between your controller and your character. Street Fighter V, when that game launched, it actually had a similar issue. I believe it was about 9 frames, or actually probably the same 8 frames of delay, and it was pretty terrible. And for fighting games, having that much delay is kind of bad. So I don't care which update this actually comes in, but I really feel like the frame delay lag just needs to be toned down. Because the problem with this is some of your moves take longer to come out. And also, I don't like how the game buffers moves in the middle of doing something else. So if I hit the shield while I'm already doing something else, after that move's finished, the shield button will activate. So I'll air dodge randomly when that's not what I was trying to do. And I feel like the game shouldn't hold your inputs while you're doing something else, because that can really just mess you up if you're trying to recover in tech. It's very detrimental, and it happens quite often to a lot of people, especially online. And this lag buffer really affects online, because the online can be very laggy at times, and that combined with TV lag and the frame delay of the game itself from your controller and pressing buttons is a lot of lag, and it would really smooth things out quite a bit for a majority of people. And I feel like this just needs to come soon. So please reduce the frame delay. And if you were wondering, this isn't a downgrade from Smash 4, because Smash 4 actually had 10 frames of delay, where Ultimate has about 8 or 9. I think it'd be better just for everybody if the frame delay lag is reduced, because we can actually have the inputs we want. And I'm not too sure how they would change the buffering system for held moves. Sometimes it can be a good thing, but for the most part it's a pretty negative thing, especially when trying to recover. Now, if those of you who watch the channel, you've heard me whine and complain about this many of times, but I'm going to continue to whine and complain about this, because this is something I really just do not like with this game. I love Smash Ultimate. I feel like if this one aspect was fixed, the game would be perfect to me personally. So preferred rules should give you the matches that you want 100% of the time. I don't know how many times I have to repeat this, but I shouldn't go online and click matchmaking, pick my rules. Okay, I want 3 stock, battlefield, no items, none of that. So then I shouldn't get anything but 3 stock, no items, battlefield. Like, I don't know. I don't understand what was going through Nintendo's head when coming up with this system, because it's just not fun when you choose something that's what you want to play. But no, we're gonna give you these other person's match rules instead of finding people who are looking for the exact same thing as me. If I find something close to it, sometimes it can be way off base. Like my friend Prodigy XCD, we were playing Smash a couple weeks ago, or like 2 weeks ago, and he told me he just gotten a 4-player match, and I haven't gotten one of those in forever. And I'm actually pretty lucky, I guess, compared to others, because I get most of the matches that I want, but when I don't get them, it's very annoying, and I kind of lose GSP. Now, I shouldn't care about GSP because the system is just broken, but it's numbers. You know, I like seeing high numbers in my characters. I like having characters in Elite Smash. It just feels good, but the way the system works isn't good, and preferred rules just makes it even worse. So if they can just bring back something like For Glory, or just make it to where you're only going to find those matches, then I'll be 100% okay. This just needs to happen in an update, and I really hope it comes with the hero. I doubt it will. I think Preferred Rules is going to be here to stay, but I just need it to go. I need it to go or evolve into something better and more proficient, so that way we can have a better experience and play the way we want to play, so we don't have to suffer playing with stamina and items if that's not how we want to play. Or say a casual player is just going online and they run into a competitive player that's playing on Battlefield with no items. They're like, whoa, what is this? I wanted to use the baseball bat. Why can't I use the baseball bat? Where's all the items in the sky? Where's the smash ball? Like, and then they just get utterly destroyed by this competitive player. It's bad for both sides. It ruins experience for both sides. So please just fix it. Alright guys, let's talk about probably the favorite part of almost any wish list is the buffs and sometimes the nerfs. I don't know how people are going to feel when we talk about that, but the buffs. See, characters I want to be buffed in this game is Bowser Jr., Little Mac to a degree, Buff Cloud. That man needs a buff. His neutral air does not work properly. It doesn't have to be as stupid as Smash 4, but it just needs to work properly because the hitbox doesn't even match the animation, if you guys look into that. And they need to buff characters like Zelda. Actually, they need to buff characters like Zelda. That may trigger some people because, you know, Zelda online is kind of infamous, but offline Zelda needs some buffs. Sheik needs some serious buffs. I know she got buffed last patch where, you know, I believe they increased her forward air damage and knockback. It was either one of those, and it was good. I was a Sheik main, but I just cannot play her in this game like that. I just can't main her. It's so hard to play that character. It's so hard to survive with that character because Sheik relied on rage a lot, as well as Zero Suit Samus, but Zero Suit Samus didn't transition as awfully as Sheik did. But Sheik needs some buffs. Please, I think this character just needs buffs. Like, she needs a miracle because Sheik is not what she once was in Smash 4, and I really think she just needs to be like a lot better and just make some of her moves more powerful, because she has a really hard time killing in this game because there's no like real rage benefit to back her up as much as there was in Smash 4. Now, characters I think I need nerfs. This section might trigger people. I think Peach needs some nerfs. I know a lot of Peach players out there are really dedicated to this character, but there's just some things that I think are really ridiculous with this character. I think her forward air is super strong and the hitbox is enormous, and it clashes or breaks through almost any other attack in the game. So it's just kind of like, dang, Peach's forward air is like it's like Mario's up smash from Smash 4. It's literally a forward air smash attack. That's Peach's forward air. That thing is just ridiculous. I think it needs just a little less knockback, and I don't think it should break through almost every single attack, because it breaks through so many attacks in the game. It can just be really frustrating that move it's just like it's almost an invincible move, almost. Other than that, I do think her float cancel should be fixed, because she can actually bypass damage with using float cancels to get her full damage of her forward air. When she float cancels off the ground and uses her forward air, she gets the full damage of it, and she can use it every time, and I don't believe it stales. So it's kind of ridiculous that happens, and I feel like that should be fixed. But other than that, Peach is good for the most part. I have some other nerfs, but I'm not going to go too much into that because I don't want to seem like a Peach hater or anything, because I really did enjoy playing Peach in the previous games, but just in this game she's just a little ridiculous. Another character that I feel like needs a nerf is definitely Ivysaur. I just feel like his hitbox on his up air and down air is a little too big. Just make it slightly smaller, just slightly smaller, because it is kind of ridiculously huge, and I do think it does deserve a somewhat of a nerf. But characters, I want to talk about buffs again real quick. They need to buff Isabelle. That character does need some buffs. She has some interesting tools and some good combo tools, but other than that, her killing is kind of off. Also, they need to buff Olimar again, because they in the last patch they messed up Olimar, so his hurt box goes outside of his shield. So if he shields, his head is bigger than his shield, and that's not good. That shouldn't be that way. No character in the game is like that, and that's definitely something that needs to be fixed. Character that also needs to be fixed is Sonic. His up air doesn't work.
You have his up air. Up air is a really good move. See, as I can show over here. uppers, it's really good.
It's supposed to lead into the second hit, but it just drops and it hardly works, and I feel like that character deserves a fix. So yeah, but that's all I can think of off the top of my head that need buffs. There's a lot of characters that need buffs in this game in order to compete with the top tiers, but other than that, I feel like those are the most important ones to me at the moment. Oh yeah, one more. They need to fix Mewtwo's tail. Don't make it a hurt box, because he can literally get hit from his tail, from using his tail as like a move. He can get hit during it. I don't know. They need to fix that. Like that's terrible. But other than that, that's all I can really think of at the moment when it comes to buffs and nerfs. And lastly, I just want the hero to have a really cool looking stage. It seems like that's the case so far, and I hope the hero's down B is not random. I heard something about the down B being like random, like his specials will be random for his down B. I want it to be like a list instead. I don't want it to be like choosing from the command deck. I feel like that would take too long to choose your specials. I don't know, but I do feel like it should work in a list type of way. So you say you use your down B, you get the lightning one, then use it again, you get the fire one, and then you get the rest of them, and it's just like a list and goes down a list every time you press down B. I think that would be a lot cooler than just having it be random specials. But other than that, that's all I really want for this next patch. Those are the major things that I really want, and I just really hope the hero is a fun character. I know a lot of people are hating on it. They're hating on Dragon Quest. That just proves how Dragon Quest isn't that prominent in the West, but it really is in Japan. Like, it's huge over there. Like, and people take off work for Dragon Quest when those games drop. But yeah, I feel like the hero's starting to gain just a tiny bit more love though. But anyways, I'm kind of excited to play him. I'm excited for Banjo, and I'm excited to see who the last two DLC characters are. And that's all I really want for this game. I mean, you can disagree with me or agree with me in the comments below. Let me know what you want, because this is about me. This is my list. This is what I want for the game. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to want it too. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, and I'm out.